Hey everyone, how's it going? Octopus here and welcome back to Union Cross. So, it's been a while since I've done a Union Cross video. I know the last one I did was the damage contest, I believe, and then I did a little bit of other stuff on stream. And from there, it was Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, back to work, and then I got a little sick. Penelope's still sick right now too. So, my life has been all over the place and I just hadn't had a chance to update everything on this channel. I tried my best. I tried going over things. I didn't even play the game. I missed out on the damage contest on my free-to-play account. I didn't show anything else besides that one damage contest video that I showed you guys. That was the last time I played it. Then I missed out on last week's Union Cross on both accounts. I didn't get any of the boosters. I didn't get nothing from those boards. It's just been really busy. And then another update just came out, and I didn't even get to go through that one either. The 101 Dalmatians and all that. But I will be going over that in this video. I'll be going over what we have left. A future medal that I'm really interested in. I got a whole clip on that. I'm going to show you guys what pole medals are left, what VIP medals are left, and what high score challenges are left. Because what they just threw out right now for the update kind of just really toss us in to JP's territory. We're like, we are right beside JP banner wise, not story mode wise, not all these little extra like VIP coins during polls, none of those things, but we are right beside each other when it comes to banners and polls and medals, which is ridiculous, but we've seen it coming for so long. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about everything. And first thing is right here. If you guys can see, usually where I put fan art or just art that everyone does in Discord, this is from Discord. Basically we had an art contest and it was for the winter art contest, just like we did the Halloween one. Everyone who wanted to participate put their art into the art contest category. Everyone voted, and everyone voted for this one to be my Discord profile picture. There we go. Discord's profile picture. The winner was Sakarar. I think it's like Sakarar. I can't say the name properly, but congratulations, it's amazing. If you don't know already, our Discord's called Sushi Spa. Everyone there has like a sushi name, basically. So this is absolutely amazing. There's a little joke that on top, the spicy thing, forget what it's called, but that's supposed to be pyro. Either way, amazing artwork. There's another one as well, which I'm about to switch up. Is the second one is from, I believe the name is right there. It's carved in the bottom, Navi. So that's the second one. There's only two of them who participated, so I wanted to give a shout out to both of them. Links to their DeviantArt and everything else will be in the description. Just once again want to say congratulations to both of you guys. Amazing artwork. I love this stuff. I can't get enough of it. So if you guys have artwork you want to be shown off all the time, you guys see I put in the bottom left over here. So that is the art contest. Congratulations. Sorry for butchering your names. I always do that. I'll try to fix it one day as I go. But for now, let's jump into the update. And I think that's everything else. Oh yeah, I hope you guys had amazing holidays. Merry Christmas. Belated anyways. I know I'm late. I did all that. Did as much as I could. If you guys don't know already, this is what I got for Christmas. Kelly got everyone to pitch in for a chair. My entire family, every single one of them, pitched in for a chair. Now I don't have to start sinking low, losing my back, all that. So huge shout out to my wife for being so amazing and getting everyone to come in and just give me such an amazing chair. But let's jump into this. Let's jump into this update because we got so much to talk about, including, can you see that Fantasia Mickey B in this avatar board? Meow wow, flabber meow. Let's jump into the update. I got a lot of things to talk about. Hopefully I don't miss anything. I do want to go backwards just for a second. I'm not going to talk about the deluxe solo party because honestly it's the holidays and I really just don't have time to go solo ranking. But again, you guys are probably doing this. There's magic brooms, magic gems. It's not a big deal. Skip out on it. Spend time with family. Do what you got to do. What's interesting is 101 Dalmatians. Now, I know this is this is like last update, but again, I haven't posted a video. They put 101 Dalmatians in Union Cross compared to what JP had before where you kind of went to a certain quest and got it. I feel like that way was a lot better, and this way just takes a lot of time, a lot of farming. It just takes a lot to do, and if you don't know, you get 101 Nova for completing this. There's the avatar boards. I completed the whole Union Cross using coins. I have not completed the 101 Dalmatians at all, and I believe today is the day we can complete them. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yes, you get 100 Nova plus the original Nova, so 101 Nova for completing this whole thing. If you guys want a breakdown about how to do this, let me know. I'll make a video on it. Again, 101 Dalmatians, I'll leave it for a separate video. I don't want to make this update super long, which I probably did already. And then the KR13 VIP quest with the Marluxia, it's straightforward. It's probably part of this high score challenge. So if you guys want VIP, this is the best time to buy VIP. So what do we got new that's right now is more Proud Mode quest. We got just more Proud Mode quests up until 475. So that means you guys can upgrade your dark matter now. There's more dark matter available. If you guys did the fill cup, you have skip tickets, which you can skip quest 160 for 7 issues, quest 230, so on and so on. Skip the ones that are near impossible with those fill cup skip ticket plus. Besides that, this equals more jewels, guys. More jewels, amazing, because right now we need it. They're throwing banners at us like it's no tomorrow. Alright, so for the next part is the Meow Wow and Flower Meow avatar boards. So these boards, one, the avatars themselves are absolutely amazing. You're going to be a giant Meow Wow or a Flower Meow. And also the balloons are really, really cool. I love them. They have skill perk +6. You guys don't have to chase for skill perk. Skill perk is pretty much everywhere now. It's really good for second chance 3 and defense boosts. That's all we really need skill perk for now. Attack boost 5 max is in the game, and defense boost 2 max is in the game. And again, second chance 3 has such a high percentage of activating that you don't need a lot of percentage. Not percentage, skill perk to activate it. So it's not a deciding factor, but the balloons are super cute. What's incredible about this board is that it has 2 Fantasia Mickey Bs, which is a huge highlight, but its price tag is 7,770 jewels. If you buy both avatar boards, you're spending a Mercy Pull 5. 15,000 jewels. Over 15,000 jewels, which is 5 pulls during the debut banner that's going on right now that can get you guaranteed pre-orbed medals, and it shouldn't be that hard to get the reward for the Illustrated Halloween Town Donald, which is an incredible medal. So 15,000 jewels for 4 Fantasia Mickey Bs, or 5 pulls into the debut banner and get yourselves a bunch of percentage medals for an incredible high score challenge medal, along with the chance of guilting a medal and getting medals pre-orbed. The reason I'm highlighting this because Fantasia Mickey B and one skill here is like the whole highlight of this board. Attack boost 5 max SP gauge 2. Obviously second chance 3 is another one, but if you guys already have second chance 2 or second chance 3, you're set. You really don't need that. And I'm going to kind of break it down where the jewels versus the board, how it's really worth. Everything here, guys, the poison plus, paralysis plus, sleep plus 2, I believe it's either they last an extra turn compared to the other ones we had before, or it just has a higher percentage. I've never really used triple threat. I've never used all 3 of these. I used it before, but now that you have Kyrie X, Shiani X, and all these incredible medals that have all these different effects, you really don't need those anymore. Those are mostly for, what do you call it, Coliseum, or events like the Phil's Cup and the Hades Cup. They will help you in those cups. Phil's Cup and Hades Cup, definitely really, really good skills to add RNG to help you pass it. Everybody who had those skills or triple threat was really good. I'm not going to compare this board to JP's board. JP's board had more stuff in it, but the skills were weaker, so they kind of updated it and they kind of nerfed it all at the same time. Altogether, I talked about the skill perk. You get 2 Fantasia Mickey Bs, 4 magic mirrors. Magic mirrors are whatever. Power gem, speed gem, magic gem. If you guys don't know already, we have the gem boards out right now. For 2,000 jewels, you get 5 gems and 1 useless skill, along with other stuff. But for jewels versus gems, I believe getting those boards is a lot better. But for 15,000 jewels, over 15,000, if you buy both boards, you get a total of 12 gems compared to buying the gem boards, which is a total of 15 gems. So 15 gems for, what is it, 2, 4, 6 for 12,000. You guys can see the difference right there. But if you're only looking for a specific gem, it's kind of smarter to go for the 5 gems in the avatar board over there. But if you were to buy all 3 avatar boards, or sorry, that's 6,000. Sorry, the whole point is that 6,000 jewels will get you 15 gems, where 15,000 jewels will get you 12 gems. That's the point here. You get 12 gems here, or 15 gems for less, for more or less. That's the thing here. The gems, second chance 3 and attack boost 5 max with the Fantasia Mickey Bs is where you got to ask yourself, is this worth it? Because skill-wise, the skills aren't that amazing. The kicker here is attack boost 5 max for skills and second chance 3. But if you have second chance 3 Every other skill here can be ignored except for Attack Boost 5 Max SP Gauge, and in the future we will get more Attack Boost 5 Max's SP Gauge for 2,000, 2,500 jewels, along with other skills that are probably going to be better than this, and magic brooms. As for the Fantasia Mickey Bs, it's incredible that we get a whole 2 Fantasia Mickey Bs. These boards are made for free-to-play players and players who are new. More for players who are new, because this will hit you better than anything else. For all this value in one, you get a bunch of things you don't have: skill perk, Fantasia Mickey Bs, Attack Boost Max, Second Chance 3, gems. If you're way behind, there's a lot of value all in this, but for anyone like me and my 2 accounts, or people who already settled in, the only value here is it's Fantasia Mickey B and Attack Boost 5 Max, and Attack Boost 5 Max you can kind of hold off on. 7,770 jewels is a lot of jewels. It's up to you guys what you want to do. In my opinion, it's a really good board, don't get me wrong, but like I said before, all those skills can be bought into another avatar board later on for cheaper jewels. And the Fantasia Mickey Bs, we have Union Cross, we have Event. I'm pretty sure they're going to start throwing them into more stuff now that we're seeing this Fantasia Mickey B in this avatar board. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Fantasia Mickey Bs in future avatar boards as well for a cheaper cost. So just a warning, if you don't need Fantasia Mickey Bs, then don't go for it. It's all up to what you guys want to do. You do have over 10 days to decide what you want to do here. Over 10 days, 2 weeks, I think. If I'm wrong, I think I'm wrong. I could be wrong. Over 11 days. It looks like around 11 days. You guys have a long time to decide. That is a lot of jewels. Mercy Pull 5, which we haven't seen for a while, but debut banner, all that. Again, what's here can only be broken down specifically everywhere else. Gem boards, Fantasia Mickey Bs can be collected over time, and the skills here can be obtained from other avatar boards. So a lot of good stuff all in one. I just feel that the price is kind of high. Good avatar board, up to how many jewels you have, up to where you have what you need in your game. If you want more Fantasia Mickey Bs, go for it. If you want Attack Boost 5 Max, wait. If you want gems, buy the gem boards. Cheaper. It's cheaper everywhere else. Just a really good bundle if you need all of this all in one. Let's jump into the high score challenge. So this medal right here. So right here, guys, I had it semi-prepared. This is Illustrated Halloween Donald. Illustrated Halloween Donald deals 3 hits, which is pretty good for high score challenges. It is AoE, and it's got a multiplier of 13.59, which is incredibly high. I didn't think we were actually gonna get this medal. My reaction to everything when I saw it on Twitter was like, holy shit, did they just rush us? And they threw a high score challenge out of nowhere. But after you calm down and you kind of look at everything, you're like, wow, this is actually really good. What are they planning for the future? Because if we catch up with JP, even JP has slowed down on medal releases. I don't know if they slowed down, but there's just not really much happening as we're going. So Illustrated Halloween Donald is a top tier AoE medal. It doesn't have any buffs. It restores 3 gauges, which is really good. Just like the Genie, costs 7, restores 3. So if you put like Attack Boost 5 Max SP Gauge 2 on there, you're restoring 1 gauge every turn. If you put a Attack Boost 4 Max SP Gauge 0 or the future Attack Boost 5 Max SP Gauge 0, you're restoring 3 gauges while doing a ton of damage. And its multiplier, again, is top tier. This is the highest, one of the highest AoE medals. The best medals right now are obviously the Final Form Sora, the 358 over 2 days Riku, and now we have the Kingdom Hearts 2 Leon, which I'm about to show as well. But right here, guys, that multiplier is a competitive multiplier. 13.59 AoE, solid medal, does not need, this is what makes this medal better than Final Form, 358 over 2 days Riku, and the Leon that's just coming out right now, is that it doesn't have a condition. It can go on any upright magic slot on your Keyblades. So you don't have to have full HP, you don't have to be on a certain slot, you don't have to do a bunch of skills. It's just a solid multiplier. No condition, doesn't matter when you activate it, it is full power all the time. Makes this medal incredible, and most likely there's going to be a boosted one for top 1000. There you go. Players who rank in top 1000 get a boosted one of this, and his strength is pretty good. So again, this medal's incredible. Competition's going to be fierce. Good luck to everyone, but that is the medal. Definitely worth the fight in my opinion, because it is one of the highest multipliers. Not the highest AoE multiplier, but just right below the competition. So beautiful medal. If you don't know already, We're going to be getting another medal, Goofy, but that's going to be part of the end of this video. I'm going to show you all the future medals. That is the power version of this. So if you can't get this version, the power version is going to come out very, very soon as well, especially since we're getting rushed. So like I said, there's a boosted version, and obviously the debut banner that's happening right now, that is your percentage medals, 10%. Xion EX being the 21%, which is obvious. And for some reason, Cloud EX is 14%, which in my opinion, he is the weakest one out of all the medals in that debut banner. If you guys didn't fuse your KR13s, you're smart. You're very smart. Anthony fused all of his together. He kind of loses out here, but this is if you don't want to spend jewels, you can get your chance of trying to do a better score with adding all KR13s and an MVP medal. Even KR13 himself can be an MVP medal because he's pretty strong and he's super effective to everyone. But again, he's only 7%, where if you have jewels and you're going to pull for the debut banner, you have automatic 10% medals, which should be enough to get the reward. We'll see. I'll make a guide for that coming out very soon. For now, the high score challenge, I'm excited. These are my favorite, especially ones that are guaranteed. So not only do you get guaranteed medals every pull that you can gilt, you also get a high score challenge medal that you can use those Fantasia Mickey B's to gilt. If you don't even make top 5,000, but you make the reward amount, you guys will be able to get it. So let's go into the quest real quick and look at the high score challenge just to see how much score you need. I'm not gonna be able to do this run in here. I'm trying to make this update video as small as possible, but I feel like it's super long already, especially with my internet not working. But here we go. Rewards, you get 2 of the medals right here. So you automatically get a trait, and you make top 5,000, you get 2 traits. Obviously, top 1,000, get to 3 trait this medal. But right here, we have to do a score of 30 million. Is that 30 million? That looks like 30 million. So 30 million, and we get the Donald. So again, if you get those 10% medals, it should be enough. Probably, I don't know how many, but we're going to see. Let's look in rankings because we can peek right now. Top 10 got 53 million. So 30 million looks pretty good right now. Cloud EXs. So if you saved your Cloud EXs and you didn't fuse them, you're laughing. But right here, 3 Xion EXs and 3 Cloud EXs. The best percentage medals you can do. Number 10 over here, he's got 2 Clouds, 10%, 10%, and then 2 21%. So it looks like it should be possible with those 10% medals. If you fill up all 10% and then use something like a final boss Xion, you guys should be okay. I'll bring up my guide for that as soon as possible. But that's the high score challenge. I'm looking forward to it, especially with this awesome banner that we're about to talk about. So new medals in this debut banner. And guys, like I said before, these banners are made to catch us up with JP, and we are going to. If they throw down another one of these banners or they have the rest of the medals in them, I doubt it because we're so close now, but I think this might be the last one, and they might keep us full 4 to 5 polls or banners away from JP just so they can test the banners there and then do the banners to us, depending if it was successful in JP or not. I don't know, or they might put us side by side and be exactly the same. But for now, this is a guaranteed any of these 5 medals right here, guys. Guaranteed. These guys are guaranteed every pull, and they come pre-strengthened from 1 orb to 3. So every pull, you'll be getting yourself 2 tier 7 medals if you get only 1 dot, or if you get obviously the Cloud there, it's a tier 6. But the point here is that for 3,000 jewels, you get 2 copies of these medals. You can't trade them, but you're at least getting 1 orb, so that means 2 of these medals. Just like the last debut banner, this banner is also really, really good. And I kind of feel like this one's a lot better just because of what it offers of that Hercules there. But I'm going to break down the banner. I'm going to break down all the medals right here. I just want to go over this. You're guaranteed any of these medals. As a reminder, EX medals can only be obtained for a little bit of time. So that EX Cloud is not really worth the chase. It's just nice to have them if you get them. So I don't really think I'm missing anything here. They look like they kept them exactly the same. Of course, I always have no battery left when I do this. The Hercules there, it deals 4 hits, raises strength. They didn't nerf him. He's exactly what he's supposed to be. That's incredible. If you don't know Hercules B, that's a genie right there. So with that being said, right here, nothing looks like it's been buffed. This is still a tier 5 medal, which is kind of funny because it's just terrible. Anyways, so starting from my opinion, the bottom of the list, raising upwards, it could give or take some in here, but I believe that Kingdom Hearts 2 Cloud is absolutely not obsolete, but he is the weakest of all of these guys. if you have Kyrie EX or Xion EX, and I know Xion EX does reverse strength up, the point is all her other buffs annihilate this guy's buffs. Again, any medal you guys have, take away its utility and look at its multiplier. This multiplier on this medal is an 8.70, and the HP is alright. If you have high HP, full HP, you'll be doing that 8.70. If you're on low HP, you're only doing 4.9. So take away his utility, he is absolutely the worst medal to pull out of this banner. In conditions towards the high score challenge, if you pull him, then that's a 14% medal that gets you towards top 1000, or just getting multiple copies of that Donald, which is a really good AoE medal. So in a sense, pulling him for the high score challenge, really good. Out of this high score challenge, he is weak as anything else that's in this game that's below 10. Because, again, 3 up, 3 down, if you're new and you pull him, good utility. If you don't have Kyrie or Xion EX yet, you need these kind of buffs, especially if you want to do a power setup. But if you do have those medals or other medals that have buffs, this guy is basically useless. Not obsolete. He still can do damage. He still can help you any medal with boosters plus a Kyrie. In this condition right here, because he is upright, Kyrie EX. This medal still does a lot of damage. Don't get me wrong, but when we're trying to go for the best and make our Keyblades as strong as possible, he's just not anymore. He's not even average anymore. Because when you look at a medal like the HD Valor form that came out and was guaranteed every turn, every pull, not every pull, you guys can pull the other forms, but the point is, all those medals had a multiplier of 10.15, and the condition is just have a max party of 30, or a certain amount. I think you have to have a max party of 30, but look at that max guilt special down there, 10.15. Cloud in the 8s. This medal's in the 10s. Everything that's coming out right now is above 10. So Cloud, in my opinion, is the weakest one. So with that being said, let's continue on. Second worst medal to get here is Illustrated Atlantica Sora, which is Nipple Sora. So I feel terrible for saying this, but my Nipple Sora, which is supposed to be OP, is only an 8.23 multiplier. General defense down by 1 and attribute defense down by 3. Deals 4 hits, not a single hit, so can't really use it for high score challenges. Pretty good, but again, he is below the average of a multiplier. And with all the utility in the game already, a lot of other medals offer this utility. So, a little too late, in my opinion, ever since Xion and Kyrie EX ruined the game for multipliers and all that, and all those debuffs. So, pretty good medal. If you do pull it, if you are new, it is not bad, but again, it's not the greatest. Now we're gonna start getting into the good stuff. So this is the third medal out of the 5 medals you guys can pull, and in my opinion, he is where he's supposed to be. Number 3 here. Well, if you go backwards, he's not number 3, but you guys know what I mean here. So, oh wait, he is. This is top 3 right here. 3, 2, 1. So yeah, top 3. Number 3 is HD Pete. He does 3 general defense down AoE and your reverse strength up, which right now the only person that can do that is Xion EX. And there's a pattern. Xion EX is a nice buffer, but if you have Kyrie EX, you don't need Xion, because medals like this and future medals are going to have the reverse strength up. So, really good if you want more reverse strength. His multiplier, like I said before, if you looked at all the multipliers I just showed you, his multiplier is 11.34, which is the average in my opinion. Average is 11 and up. If your medal hits 11, even 10's not that bad, but I would say the average right now is this medal right here. That's going to be the new average, 11.34. Inflicts more damage the higher the slot number. That's the only issue. And now that we have a spirit medal, correct me if I'm wrong, I think he has to be in slot 6 or slot 5. One of those to get its max multiplier, which is good, 11.34, and usually your attack medals you want in the end. But having that reverse buff, you kind of want them somewhere halfway into the Keyblade to apply that buff to the rest of your reverse medals. So it hurts and it doesn't hurt. So it depends what you're doing. It depends if you have Xion EX already. It depends if you have all the future medals later down the line, if they already have their buffs. If you're maxing out on reverse strength, then having him on the end is not bad. But again, he's an average multiplier compared to what's coming out. Only difference is that he's guaranteed every pull. So that is HD Pete. I think this is one of the top 3 medals. Medal number 2, which is questionable because this one and first is, you can go either way. Because in my opinion, this is the best medal you guys can pull here in AoE, and then the next medal is the best medal you can pull as a single target. So HD Kingdom Hearts 2 Leon. He does 3 general defense down and 1 upright strength. If you looked at Pete is a reverse version. He is the completion of Final Form Sora and the Days Riku. This is the power version, 3.80, and like I was just telling you, Donald's a 3.59. This is top tier AoE right now. And again, everything in JP doesn't have this except for one medal that just came out, and I want to talk about it as soon as we get there. But for now, this is top tier for global. Top tier for global is 13.80. Incredible multiplier, can't go wrong. Even with the new medals coming out with a new multiplier, this is still going to be an incredible medal because the medals that are coming out with higher multipliers are EX medals. So if you pull this guy right here, only issue is that he has to be in the pet slot. So for that multiplier, that 13.80 inflicts more damage when set in slot 6. So if you already don't know, there's 5 medals in the Keyblade, and slot 6 is what do you call it? Slot 6 is the spirit slot. So maybe that was a typo there. I doubt it, but let's look at Leon real quick. Slot 6, not a typo. That is what it is. I think this is the button right here. So it has to be the pet slot, but again, if you're already applying your upright strength buffs, that you're totally fine. His upright strength buff is not that important, and he's great to be as a finisher on the spirit slot. You can copy him with your anti-form Sora. You can copy him with your HD Vanitas. You can copy him with any of your HD Shions, any of your copy medals, because he's going to be on the spirit slot. So you go copy medal into this medal, and then you have 2 great hits. But again, its multiplier 8.73 on being slot 5 is not going to be ideal, but for someone who's new and someone who just needs some incredible damage, that can work out. But it does ruin the whole sense of copying the medal, because that's the medal you have to copy. So in a way, it's okay. In another way, it kind of screws up a lot of strategies. So really good AoE, just really bad positioning in my opinion. But if you guys go by what's happening right now, if you collected all 3 on the Fairy Stars, 3rd slot, you got your Days Riku. 5th slot, you have your Final Form Sora. And then pet slot, you have your Leon, which makes the completion all 3 attributes, all have upright buffs, all take care of your general defense down, all have incredible multipliers. So your Fairy Stars can be your go-to Keyblade for basically everything. Incredible 3 AoE medals. It's just that it sucks they have to be on a specific, and that's why the Halloween Donald is so good, because its multiplier is right beside these ones, but it doesn't matter where you put it. Same thing with the Goofy that's gonna be coming out later. So that's why, in my opinion, Hercules B is the best medal out of this entire banner, and that's because Hercules B deals 4 hits, raises your power strength by 7 tiers, and restores 4 gauges. Rings the bell? Valor Genie. Valor Genie is the magic version of Hercules B. 19.80 multiplier. One of the highest multipliers between JP and Global. And the only difference is King Triton in JP was a high score challenge medal. It has a 21 multiplier random attack. But this guy right here takes care of himself for 7 strength, power strength, and his multiplier is just insane. So polling for this banner just to get this guy 1 copy and then using your Fantasia making BLs on him is a great idea. If you get multiple copies, you guys get traits on him, more plus 1000 strength, more negative 60s, even an extra attack. You have a beast of a medal on your hands. You can't get him boosted, or you can get him boosted as well. So it kind of hurts, like everyone. It doesn't really hurt because everyone got Valor Genie top 1000 by just getting a bunch of new medals and Valor Genie. In this sense, you guys can keep pulling and pulling and pulling and pulling until you get perfect traits on Hercules B if you pull him out of the 5 medals. So 1 out of 5 chance of actually pulling this medal. You could get super lucky or you might not, but this is the best medal in here. If you guys saw my medal spotlight on Valor Genie, you know exactly what this medal is capable of. And again, there's no condition to his multiplier. 19.80, best single hit medal. So with that being said, that's the tier order for me, in my opinion, and I think it's a really good banner to pull from. Not as good as the last one. Again, the 3 medals here is Pete, Leon, and Hercules. But going to fight for that Donald, to try to get that all Halloween Donald, is a really good idea. But let's talk about the medals of the future, and that's what I'm gonna bring up right now. So this is the medals that are going to be coming out. Actually, before I do that, is there a guillotine campaign? let's go look at the medal slot real quick. Let's see if they landed a guilty campaign yet. I doubt it. I just want to check real quick. But I think it's going to come somewhere during New Year's or after New Year's. So, no guilty campaign and most likely no increase in storage. So, let's go back into the medals of the future here, guys. If you guys can see here, these are what's left to be pulled, VIP, and high score challenges. The list got so much smaller because of this debut banner and the high score challenge. We lost another 6 medals. Another 6 medals are in our game. The only other medal that's not here is that Birth by Sleep King Mickey. The King Mickey Birth by Sleep. I don't know what happened to that medal. That was a tier 6. I don't think it's going to come, but I could be wrong. We'll find out. But right here, guys, HD Axel. The Xehanort there with that terrible scene, that really sad scene. We got Jack and Oogie Boogie, which might not even come into the game. So if you look at this, there's only 3 pullable medals, which I have another one. You saw the spoilers. There's another medal after these 2, but the Xehanort and HD Axel are guaranteed to come into our game. Most likely not guaranteed. Don't hold my words on that. They can do whatever they want. They might skip them, but I believe those medals will come. As for Jack and Oogie, there's licensing issues that we've had for a long time. We don't get all the Jack medals. We've got like 2 Jack medals or 3. Correct me if I'm wrong, but especially Oogie Boogie. We didn't see the other Oogie Boogie. I doubt that we'll see those 2. So for polls, we only got these 2 you see here and 1 more. So 3 pullable medals left. 3 banners. We are 3 banners away from JP. So that is just what's left, guys. And as for multipliers, again, the only one that stands out is Keen Trident. He's got the highest random attack, which can also be considered a single attack if you're facing raids or single enemies. But everything else over here does not exceed the AoE multiplier of the medals that are out right now. The Final Form Sora, Days Riku, and the Leon. But those medals are conditional, where that Donald and Goofy aren't, but those are high score challenge medals, so only people who are polling can actually get those medals. So the debut banner is kind of the only way to get really good AoE medals. They just have to be on specific slots. With that also being said, the newest medal to JP is right here, guys. The Sora and Kyrie medal. And I believe when you activate this medal in JP, it says, "Thank you, Kyrie." If you don't know what scene this is a scene, I believe, that where Sora turns into a Heartless and Kyrie brings him back. So correct me if I'm wrong on that. My memory is really bad, but that's why I'm streaming Kingdom Hearts Final Mix right now with you guys. I'm playing through the whole series on stream. If you guys don't know that already, I do that between 3 hours before the update, up to the update, and past that. So around that time zone, 12 a.m. all the way to 5 a.m. I'm usually streaming Eastern time. But correct me if I'm wrong. My memory is really bad, and that's why I'm replaying the whole series with you guys. But I think that's from that scene. But regardless, look at this medal. This is the newest tier 7. It's an EX medal. It gives you ×3 upright strength buff. It restores 3 gauges and your HP, so it heals you. It resets the enemy's counters. So you know how Kyrie and Xion right now add the counter? So let's say an enemy has 10 counters on his head, and you hit with a bunch of medals, and then you activate this medal. So let's say you drop that 10 to a 1, and then you activate the Kyrie and Sora here. It'll reset that counter all the way back to its original counter, which was 10, or whatever the enemy has, 100, 90, 50, doesn't matter. You can do all the hits and then reset that counter, so you never really have to worry about counters. It's got its situations where if an enemy only has 3 counters, it has to be the 3rd medal if you're not using Xion or Kyrie. But again, for damage contest, if you guys can survive somehow, this medal is going to really change a lot of things, because this medal alone will say that you don't need Kyrie and Xion or the foretellers to mess around with the counters. But that's not what's incredible about this medal. This medal is an AoE medal and a single target medal, so it works just like 5% to do this video. It works just like the foretellers. Maybe I should just plug it in. Totally prepared for this video. I'm totally prepared. So anyways, like I was saying before my tablet dies, this is like the foretellers. If it's facing a single enemy, it has a multiplier of 17.46, along with giving you 3 upright strength. So in a way, it's really incredible, but at the same time, it's not that crazy when you compare it to like the Genie, the Valor Genie, the Hercules B, and the possible Jack Skellington. So those medals have the best single target multiplier, But this medal right here can transform into an AoE medal if facing multiple groups. So not only do you have a really good AoE medal at a 12 multiplier, which is above the average, my average anyways, it can also have an incredible single target while giving you upright strength buff by 3 tiers, restoring gauges, your HPs, everything, guys, all in one medal. Doesn't give you all the buffs and debuffs, but obviously with Xion and Kyrie EX, you guys are covered in that point. The point is, this medal is really, really good, but at the same time, it's not needed. But this is the future of medals. Like I told you, Kyrie and Xion's buff was not really important, is that they have all the buffs. So that's why I said you didn't need Kyrie if you had Xion, and you don't need Xion if you have Kyrie EX, because more and more medals are going to show up like this. So this is what you guys have to look forward to. With that being said, that's why I want to show all this. Do what you want with this high score challenge. Do what you want with the debut banner. You can't go wrong, but that is what the future looks like. All the medals in this one I showed you right now, which I believe is this one, in the polls category, they're good, but their multipliers aren't as good as certain medals we have now. As for the Donald and the Goofy, they're going to be the most solid AoE medals that we have without any conditions. And from there, it's just going to get better. So, all together, guys, you can get the best single target and AoE medals currently in the game right now. So, up to you what you guys want to do. You saw all the future medals. I gave you all the descriptions of all of them in my last video, so you can combine my last update video where I show you future medals and this one. I broke it all down. I think I broke it down in the ultimate banner. That video I have that says ultimate banner, that one broke down all the medals coming out to a certain extent, showing you what buffs and debuffs. And right now I just showed you what the newest medal was in JP, which is Kyrie and Sora. So take what you guys want from this. I think, in my opinion, if I was new, I would definitely go for the banner to pull for the percentage medals for the high score challenge. Get yourself that Donald, get yourself a bunch of new medals, guilt them all versus that avatar board. That avatar board's incredible, don't get me wrong, but the price is really high, and for someone like me on both my accounts, the value's not really there. If it was a lower price, I'd be so happy for those Fantasia Mickey B's, but you can make do without Fantasia Mickey B's when they release banners that have guaranteed medals every pull, especially pre-orbed. But again, it depends what you guys have and what you don't have. Fantasia Mickey B's, if you pull that new Sora and Kyrie X later on, you're going to need Fantasia Mickey B's to guilt it, because it's probably only become 3-orbed, which means you need 3 more copies, which you can throw 3 Fantasia Mickey B's on. So yes, Fantasia Mickey B's are really important, but Union Cross has a magic broom every week or 2, so eventually you guys will accumulate enough Fantasia Mickey B's to get yourself to guilt one of your really good medals. You don't need everything in the game, you don't need every new medal, it's just up to what you guys want. So if you guys have those Final Form Soras, those Days Riku, you're still pretty much set. But if you just want a little bit more, then go ahead. But I know everyone's broke right now, so it's all up to you guys. And I think I've rambled enough. We're going to end the video here. If you want to add anything, if I missed anything, if I screwed up anything, don't forget to leave it in the comment section. I'm only human. I try my best to give you guys the most information, but I will slip up here and there. So leave anything you guys want in the comment section. Let's talk about it. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to hit that like button. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Keep on smiling, and I'll see you in the next one.